Dustin Poirier and Charles Oliveira are underdogs in their next fight. Dustin Poirier takes on Benoit Saint Denis, who is a very good technical striker. He can also brawl as well. He has the nickname God of War for a reason. He has plenty of finishes on his resume, and I think he is going to beat Dustin Poirier. Yeah, I said it. I also think Arman Tsarukyan is going to beat Charles Oliveira. I think he has the style to do so. This man grappled with Islam Makhachev for 3 rounds in a very competitive fight, in a much more competitive fight than Islam versus Charles Oliveira. You know, Arman Tsarukyan also has really good striking as well. And I think this is just an example of the new blood taking over. Charles Oliveira and Dustin Poirier have been in this game for a long time, and they've been in this game at the top level for a long time. There comes a point where the other people running the same race begin to pass you by, and they got fresher legs than you, right? You've been running this race longer, but all of a sudden, you know, you could call them Johnny come latelys if you like, because they did start their career later, but they're the young guns. They're fresher. They're both in their 20s. Benoit Saint Denis is 6 years younger than Dustin Poirier. Arman Tsarukyan, I believe, is the same thing. He's about 6, 7 years younger than Charles Oliveira. These guys are, I don't want to say old, but for the lightweight division, they are old. These guys, Benoit Saint Denis, Arman Tsarukyan, these are the guys that are going to take their spot. These are the guys that are hungry. These are the guys that have not been on the mountaintop. They have not been an interim champion like Dustin Poirier. They have not been a champion like Charles Oliveira. They never had that before, but they want it. They want it really bad, and they're hungry for it, and they're looking to take their ranking. This is also a product of the lightweight contenders. Charles Oliveira, Dustin Poirier, and people like that sitting on their spot. You know, there has been somewhat of a logjam at lightweight where it's the same faces all the time, right? It's the same Justin Gaethje, Conor McGregor, Oliveira, Dustin Poirier, all these same faces that you see talked about, but, you know, the new blood is knocking on the door, and now it's time to answer. What's going to happen? Are they going to turn them away, or are they going to get got? Dustin Poirier is coming off of a head kick knockout from Justin Gaethje. It was a head kick that didn't really even land flush. I was surprised it knocked him out the way it did, but hey, it did. And I think the same thing happens. I think he loses to Benoit Saint Denis. I just think Father Time catches up with all of us. And I think Arman Tsarukyan gets Charles Oliveira up out of there too. I think maybe he could win a decision, or maybe even knock Charles Oliveira out. I wouldn't be surprised if he stops Charles Oliveira. I think this is the new blood, and this is what I want to see. I want to see new matchups, fresh faces, and new storylines being told and built and things like that. New legacies formed, and, you know, I thank both of these guys for their service. Thank you, Charles. Thank you, Dustin Poirier, for providing great, entertaining, blockbuster fights over the years. But like I said, Father Time catches up with everyone, and, you know, I wish them the best in their upcoming fights as underdog against Benoit Saint Denis and Arman Tsarukyan, but I just don't see it going their way. I think it's time. I think it's time that the new blood takes over, and it's going to be a very interesting time in the sport. And then after that, maybe we'll see Arman Tsarukyan versus Benoit Saint Denis fight each other. Who knows if the UFC is going to want to kill off a contender like that, or, you know, give one a title shot, have the other one wait. Who knows? Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Whether you agree with me, disagree with me, it doesn't matter. Just join the discussion, and please follow for more. Thank you. You are all appreciated.